Don in London, hello. November 7th, 2009. My video is all about recovery from addiction to either substance or behaviour. My substance, alcohol, my behaviour, well, I could cross-addict into anything. Work, relationships, food, gym, sport, collecting, anything and everything, obsessed. And I try not to be so obsessed these days, or self-obsessed, or full of fear, or putting on a brave face, or utilising ego, which is often brittle and covers up everything. Or at least we think it does. And the truth is, when I was feeling so desperately empty inside, what did I always do in the past when I was addicted? I filled myself full of booze. And these days, on a daily basis, I don't. So recovery is, for me, always one day. And it took a long time to get the message. And I was reflecting this morning that it took 35 years. And why did it take so long? Why do we keep on going back to old habits? And that is because we haven't really got any new habits, maybe, or new ways of looking at the world, and we've shut the door on how to be free. So these days, not cross-addicting, hopefully, finding balance in each day, I keep going to a fellowship which keeps me sober one day at a time. Or rather, I keep myself sober one day at a time, going to a fellowship, or being part of and included in life, and having an inquiring mind and trying to learn a little bit more each day about what is good for me, because often I don't know, or I am susceptible to go backwards and look for old solutions rather than new ones. So the gift for me in fellowship, that's Alcoholics Anonymous, is I learn from experience, strength and hope of others and their wisdom by going to meetings and hearing what they have to say, and also utilising the tools of the AA Fellowship Programme, the 12 steps of action to change attitude and behaviour. And they're not that difficult. They're actually very simple principles or steps of action which we can take on a daily basis. And it took me a long time to understand that these 12 steps would change my life and revolutionise it only for one day. And that is to look in the good of life, to seek the solution rather than the problem, and keep myself aware of what is going on around me and being a part of. So I always share the statement of intent, what AA is all about. It's full of unique, authentic people, and they speak for themselves, where and when they choose, and most choose anonymity, because it's a sanctuary to find truth. And for me, truth is the spiritual connection to now. So a program which offers open, honest, willing as principles and 12 steps to keep us safe in one day. So the statement of intent goes like this. Alcoholics Anonymous is a fellowship of men and women who share their experience, strength and hope with each other, that they may solve their common problem and help others to recover from alcoholism. The only requirement for membership is a desire to stop drinking. There are no dues or fees for AA membership. We are self-supporting through our own contributions. AA is not allied with any sect, denomination, politics, organisation or institution. Does not wish to engage in any controversy, neither endorses nor opposes any causes. Our primary purpose is to stay sober and help other alcoholics to achieve sobriety. And it was great yesterday. I actually got out. Like a lot of people, I've been suffering from the seasonal ailment like man flu, and yes, better known as a cold. So I've been laid up a little bit, and I took advice. I actually stayed in bed for a day, which I haven't done for years. Well, not voluntarily anyway. And I'm starting to heal, and there you are, something new. Anyway, I'm full of vitamin C and other good vitamins and stuff, and I'm starting to feel a bit better, but the symptoms are still with me. So a bit of a foggy head, but a good one. And I went to a meeting last night called Courage to Change, which is part of the Serenity Prayer, which I share at the end of these videos, and listened to somebody who got to fellowship early in their life and has stayed sober quite a long time. And listening to them, no matter what age we get to fellowship, no matter where we've come from, no matter what background or diverse nature of our living, from the gutter to the highest points in the material world. We all have this similarity, the malady of addiction, and we find how to keep sober one day at a time. And most of the time we don't judge each other. So there's another gift. But the 12 steps, and I have them in my head most of the time. The first, powerless over alcohol, life being unmanageable while drinking. Then being restored to sanity by a higher power. And the higher power for me was very simple, anything which wasn't me. And I don't know that I was that sane either. And then let go and let good things happen. Or let go and let God, or good conscience. Do a moral inventory of the assets and liabilities I've built up over the years during my drinking and thereafter. Share it with another human being. Stop hiding. Look at my areas of development or defects, those things which keep me backwards. Fear, brave facing, ego. Look at my shortcomings, those things which I need to do more of. Shortcoming is a lack of something, so I need to improve my courage, faith and confidence on a daily basis. And the 8th step was all about making a list of people I had harmed and being willing to make amends. And then step 9, making those amends when it wouldn't do harm to others, including me. And I don't mean that in a fearful way, just being sensible about all these things. And then step 10, all about doing an inventory any time of day when it seems right, assets and liabilities, what's happening, why am I feeling this way. And then step 11, prayer and meditation, which is November in this book, Daily Reflections. And step 12, sharing the message and having a spiritual awakening, which somehow I seem to get on a daily basis these days. And the gift for me, just excuse me 1 second. I can hear my phone going off in the other room. The gift for me these days is just learning a little bit more about each step as each day goes along. And so this book, Daily Reflections, where it talks about let go and let God. And for me, I realise there are 6.5 billion people on the planet, each with their own unique, authentic take on God, whether there is one or there isn't, agnostic, atheist or God believer. It all depends on what is going on. And, life experience is our best teacher in all of this. But anyway, this is what it says. Let go and let God. Praying only for the knowledge of His will for us and the power to carry that out. 12 Steps and 12 Traditions, page 96. Another book. When I let go and let God, I think more clearly and wisely, without having to think about it. I quickly let go of things that cause me immediate pain and discomfort, because I find it hard to let go of the kind of worrisome thoughts and attitudes that cause me immense anguish. All I need do during those times is allow God, or good conscience as you choose, as I understand Him, to release them from me, and then and there I let go of the thoughts, memories and attitudes that are troubling me. When I receive help from God, as I understand Him, I can live my life one day at a time, and handle whatever challenges that come my way. Only then can I live a life of recovery over alcohol, in comfortable sobriety. And you know what? If we've been spending a lot of time drinking, and that habit is being formed where we push our feelings down, day after day after day, year after year after year in my case, for a long, long time, is it any wonder that we need to have a daily meditation, or daily prayer and meditation, about what is good for us, how to move into the solution? And the absolute gift is that if we continue to realise it's okay to live one day at a time, we still have our dreams and our hopes and our desires, but we keep ourselves firmly planted in the moment and still have a vision of where we can go, then that repetition of sharing and knowing that we can keep on an even path, and that life can be comfortable, and we are on the right path and journey. So for me, at the end of these videos, I always share the serenity prayer of acceptance. So to God, or good conscience of your understanding, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference is simply just for today.